Good morning from Dallas, Texas, this side of the 2018 NHL entry draft.
My whole family went, so there was I think 30 of us there, which is nuts. Now looking back on it, I'm like, what if I didn't get drafted? That would have sucked.
The Winnipeg Jets at selection 150 made Declan Chisholm a very happy young man.
Didn't know what was going to happen, and then they called my name, and it was just full of emotion. I almost wanted to cry. It was so crazy.
I don't mean to sound cocky, but I totally expected it. I mean, I think he's a great hockey player.
Slide over to Chisholm. Chisholm shoots, goal!
He just got better. Every year just got better, and you can see it in his stats. He just was better and better and better. He ended up being one of the top defensemen in the league.
Here's Chisholm with a shot, and he scores!
Same with the AHL. Went in, worked his way up the ladder, became one of the best defensemen in the league. And I think the same thing is going to happen in the NHL for him. That's just my opinion.
You know, playing in Winnipeg was a huge stepping stone in my career. I wouldn't be where I am with the Wild right now if it wasn't for them. I can't thank Winnipeg enough for picking me and developing me for the last 3-4 years.
Lane, fired a shot, he scores! Welcome to Minnesota, Declan Chisholm!
The moment that he got this opportunity in Minnesota, he called me. He was super excited.
Fires, scores!
You know, I figured I was gonna get picked up, and I heard my name get picked up by the Wild. You know, I was so excited because it felt like such a fresh opportunity, and I just went going from working so hard all year and not getting any playing time to, I get to play hockey again maybe. So, it was a fresh start, and I was so excited just because I wanted to play.
We're here in downtown Toronto at St. Lawrence Market. We're gonna go shopping.
If it's shopping for me, then you need the boyfriend couch. He does not like shopping for me because I'm also a little painful. I need to try on 700 things before I do anything. But grocery shopping and stuff like that, we love it. Honestly, it's my favorite time of day. Going grocery shopping and just looking at all the different products.
Hi. Hi, how's it going?
How many should we do?
Should we do a dozen?
Yeah.
For here?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Yeah.
We're pretty big foodies, so we like to try a bunch of different food, and we've had this rule all summer where, we can't try the same thing twice.
Cheers. We'll do chicken, please.
Chicken?
Just one. Yeah, we're good.
Chicken with eggplant or?
Do you want egg? I don't mind.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we'll do eggplant.
I was 11, he was 12. We were really, really young. His best friend on his hockey team I went to school with, we were mutual friends, and they had just won the OMHA Cup, and they wanted to celebrate with a bunch of our friends at schools and just hung out there when we were 12 years old, rode some bikes together, hung out at the park. Typical 12-year-old behavior.
We kind of grew up together. We'd be best friends and then dating, and it got more serious as the years went on, and now obviously we're engaged, and she's the love of my life. We're gonna get married next year, so it's been a hell of a ride, and she's been with me through everything too, so it's been really cool to grow up together and see us both grow a lot as individuals and together. Growing up, we'd come into the city, and we'd see concerts, and we'd go out for dinner and going to the Jays games every few months and meet up with my aunt and uncle. And we remember saying to each other, we're gonna live in a condo somewhere around here one day and be able to do everything we wanted to do, and now we do in the summer, so it's a full circle moment. Monday through Friday, it's just the same drive every day, 40 minutes up to Vaughan there. Sports Village, has everything. So we have the gym, all the ice sheets there, treatment, water and shake stand provides as well, so that's nice.
The ladder, you don't have to grab the hands, you're just kind of hook it. Reach the arms forward, let the chin tuck towards the chest. Mat, you don't necessarily touch, just the intention, and come back up. We're gonna do 2 more of those. Back up, let's slide it down.
one of our athletic therapists. So she's got a golden. I've actually got 2 golden. So it's a dog-friendly gym. We've got a lot of dogs going in here sometimes.
Oh, you like that spot?
Okay, so if I'm holding that stick, can you watch out, please?
Demo guy today.
So if you're gonna, face the wall, we're gonna step away from the wall. So deck hands are gonna be on the wall. Okay, so he's gonna pick hip up over. So like a hip lock over, tall as we can, up on the toe. So Declan's been with me since 2019. Yeah, so he started in 2019, battled through COVID together on that side, and really been able to watch him step into the role where he is now to becoming a full-time NHL player and growing into his own as a player and a person.
Power back. Such a nice guy, and in the business for the athlete's best interest. You know, he'll do anything to help the athlete, and he cares about who you are as well. So I really like that about him.
So this hip and this shoulder are connected. Worked with, everywhere from guys like Mitch Marner to Marie-Philippe Poulin, a lot of women from the women's national team. The interesting part is most of them have had since they were like 12. So it's been cool to kind of watch them go through that journey. I think the biggest thing with Declan, he's an incredible athlete, right? He moves really well, and I think just watching him come into his own mentally and know what he's capable of as a player, and I think that's the biggest jump when these guys move from junior to going through, minor pro to, playing in the NHL, is to still believe, that they can still do those same things.
He's never like this. He's usually in around 12.
Who, me?
This is early for you, Doc.
Mondays and Fridays are off for Declan.
Optional.
Wednesday, Friday's optional.
Thursday's my best day. It was a good workout. Mondays are just like usually quick, fast movements. It's a lift day, and then tomorrow we'll get into like a speed day. But next up, we're getting on the ice, and we'll get a good skate in, then head home.
We were doing some rims, just picking up some rims with some pressure and then finding a guy in the slot, working off driving the puck from the low end of the offensive zone into the net, and then getting a quick shot from the slot. Every skate, I'm just trying to treat it like it's mid-season, I'm in practice, and you don't want to mess up when the coaches are out there. And I know they're not there in the summer, but if you treat it that way, you're gonna keep growing your game throughout the summer. Mondays are a 3-on-3 day for us as well, so I always enjoy that. You can have some fun. You're working on little small area passes, small area plays, and you got to think the game at a fast pace out there, especially with guys like Mitch Marner coming down on you. Defending high caliber players like that all summer definitely helps going into camp and gives me a lot of confidence. In that rink, there's usually a bunch of little kids, especially with some of the guys out there. Obviously, they were cheering Mitch's name. He's kind of like a Toronto hero around here, so they love it. Didn't you hear a couple Chisholms out there? I thought, yeah, go Chiz, go Chiz. No. I'm from Bowmanville, Ontario. Growing up there was pretty relaxing, not much going on in that town, and just a lot of bike rides, crabapple fights, road hockey, and snow fights, really.
Okay, crabapple fight sounds very painful.
Don't recommend it, but yeah, that's something we would do all the time, is in a field, crabapple fights. That was pretty much all we did as kids growing up. Good little town to be a part of, and going to school there as a young kid, playing sports there, played for the Clarington Toros there growing up, so that was really the beginning of my hockey career.
Okay, right now we're in my hometown rink, Rickard B. And this is a very special rink to me. We won 3 championships in this rink, OMHAs and an OHF championship. And that was all with the same team, same coach, so it was a very special group. This OHF one, that's probably the biggest one you can win. That's the Ontario Finals. So pretty much any league in Ontario plays all the winners out of their own leagues go into that tournament and they play for that one. So that's definitely a really big memory for me, and that was in this building. So, you know, the entire town was here for that one.
Declan was 6 when he first started, and he could only skate in a straight line. And he had a lot of passion though, like full of passion. Played goalie once and cried his eyes out because he let 8 goals in and never wanted to do that again.
Well, I remember he sucked at first. We had him in house league, and his mom wanted to put him in rep hockey, and I was like, he's not good enough. There's no way he's gonna get rep hockey. But he tried out, and Dean, his coach there, said, you know what, he's got a lot of heart, so we're gonna take him on.
He was a January-born boy, so I coached Declan starting at about 7 years old. And he was the best athlete in Bowmanville in everything, track and field, cross-country running. If you would have put a lacrosse stick in his hands at 7, he'd be playing in the NLL. Like, that's what kind of athlete he was. Declan was a guy that just at a young age played 30 minutes a night on defense, not always with a partner to his equal talent either, so that's not easy to do. But he was always just a guy that he stood out, always competed, probably harder on himself than he needed to be. He always wanted to get better, listen, coachable. That's why he is where he is today.
I never really thought like, oh, he's gonna make the NHL or anything, ever. It just, he worked hard and he really wanted to do it. And it was always kid-driven, like, always kid-driven.
For a small town, you know, we worked really hard. We were well coached, and you know, we had a bunch of kids that just bought in at that age, which you didn't really see often. Seems like a long time ago to me. Just because, you know, I had the Don Mills era there too, where I moved to Toronto. You know, I had buddies on this team that got drafted to the OHL as well, but things didn't pan out. So it was just, you know, it was just the right time, right place, I think, for me.
You know, he's a guy that returns a text. He doesn't forget where he came from. I think his family's done a really good job with keeping him rooted and grounded. And, you know, the town was good to him, and I think it's nice that he comes back here for a visit.
I think this was my first year rep. It was called Select Sevens back in the day, and that was when we joined the Toros. Yeah, the style wasn't great. That's what I tell you that.
You could see that everything fit him quite well there.
Shirt wasn't tucked in.
Did you tie the tie there, or?
It was a clip-on tie.
Oh shit, it was a clip-on, yeah. That's hilarious. So this is the year we won the OHFs, which was the big Ontario tournament. And we all dyed our hair blonde. We did that for like every OHF tournament.
You didn't love dyeing your hair blonde though.
No,
Let's be honest.
My mom messed it up the one year. She
I didn't mess it up.
bleached my head, and it was.
No, he couldn't
I remember
handle
crying.
It. Yeah, he was burning. I'm like,
it was hilarious.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, so that was a good year. We won everything, and this was kind of my first year as captain right there with the Toros. So my direct family would be my mom, dad, stepmom, stepdad, my brothers. So I got Kian, Seth, Cade, who's the youngest, he's 9 years old. Family's a very tight-knit family, coming from an Irish family.
So my dad was Paddy Fagan. He was from Ireland. He was born in Castle Pollard, Westmeath, in Ireland. It's a county and kind of just west of Dublin, about an hour. He grew up there and he loved hurling. Then he adopted the sport of hockey, you know. And then for Declan to be playing rep hockey and be traveling around and that kind of thing, my dad really loved that.
So my granddad, he passed away in 2014, and obviously just like a terrible loss for our family. You know, he was kind of like, everyone looked up to him in our family, and we'd all go to his house for family gatherings.
I think Declan gets a lot of his drive and passion from my dad, for sure. And my dad really was one of his biggest fans. Like, he loved watching him, and he was a bit crazy. Like, would really get right into it, and I'd be like, you can't stand near me. You have to stand over there. When we went to the draft in Dallas, you know, I just felt his presence there. He played his first hockey game in Detroit. I felt his presence, and I just knew that he was looking down with a lot of, you know, love and admiration, and he's with Declan a lot. I can feel that. And now that he's in Minnesota, somewhere that loves hockey, probably as much as my dad did, I think he'd be so happy to see him getting an opportunity to play and be in Minnesota.
It got to a point probably where, in the summer I was out there every day. That's probably when my shot got a lot better. I had buddies on my Clarington team who were working on the shot, shooting 1,000 pucks a day, and I wasn't doing that.
I remember lifting up the garage one day and I looked and I was like, well, I guess we won't be using our central vac anymore because he busted the tubes and everything that were in there.
Just loving it out there. I was just by myself, shooting pucks, stick handling and everything. And the early days I was probably missing the net more often than not, hitting the back of the garage.
Honestly, to see what he was able to achieve and just seeing the path that he was on, I mean, what do you do, right? Like we can get new garage doors, or I mean, his little brother now is the one wrecking it now, so it's all part being Canadian, I guess, right?
What's up, boys? How are we doing? You want to play? Yeah. Oh yeah, right. I need a couple teammates.
No, you're an NHL player.
No way. There's too many of you guys. All right, guys. Who wants to do it?
Me. Can I do it? You guys are I know.
Oh, good draw. You on my team? Yeah, middle. Yeah, Cade loves hockey, and it's really cool to have such a younger brother that I can come out and do stuff like this with. Get Isaiah. Go get it, go get it. Nice, Cade. Coach, player, GM here. Good shift, boys. -2. We need more out of you guys. I'm joking.
Did you ever do this when you were a kid?
Not with an NHL player, but I was out here, I was playing with older kids that played AAA hockey and stuff, so I always looked up to those guys and wanted to be them, so it's cool to come out and be in a full circle moment. Yeah. I was due for one. You know I'm an assist guy.
How do you as a 24-year-old kind of keep up with a 9-year-old brother?
It's definitely tiring, I like when he was, even when he was like 5, I was still like, he's go, go, go. He needs to be doing something 24/7, so it was easier when I was a bit younger, but now I'm like, okay, I just need to relax for a sec.
Good stick. Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah, I was probably 5 years old playing road hockey. I loved it. I was out there all the time. I'd play with my dad in the driveway a bunch. And some of my best memories are like my dad just dying laughing because I was dangling him at like 5 years old.
I'm sweating, boys. It's hot out here.
Man, there's like 1,000 cameras. What should I look at? I'm gonna look at every single one.
Isaiah.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
No problem. It's nice meeting you guys. There you go.
And as the injuries pile up for the Wild Blue Line, that just means more opportunity for a young defenseman like Declan Chisholm.
Chizzy's gotten some different opportunities this year. He's played left defense for us. He's also had to play in his offside. He's played in the 5-6 pair. He's played in our top 4. He's worked his way into some different situations, 6-on-5 situations at the end of the game when we're defending a lead. He's certainly improved. I think if you come back to last year when we got him, he hadn't played a lot of hockey.
I mean, a lot of cliches are true, and you do get a fresh start. Trust me, I had 8 of them. And the most important thing too is that you're wanted. Team picks you up or trades for you or signs you, you know that they want you. For a professional athlete, that's one of the most important things. Now he's comfortable here. He knows what to expect.
I think as a young player, he's learning as well how important your lifestyle is, how, what you're doing away from the rink to get ready, the importance of rest, recovery, and also off-ice training. We'd like to see him continue that to grow, and then as far as his competitiveness in the games and in practices, I think he's a guy that we never question.
You got to give him the opportunity, he ran with it, right? I always say it's easy to be ready for an opportunity that you know is coming. It's a lot harder to be ready for that moment when you get called and it's unexpected. And I think exactly right. The light went on and he stepped into it and ran with it. Getting opportunities to be on the power play at times and do all that stuff, that's incredible. And that's who he is as a player.
I'm proud of him. I just think I was very fortunate that I got to work with him from 7 to 12, 13 time frame. And nothing but good things to say about him. He was made me a better coach.
I get emotional just thinking about it. It's been a wonderful journey, long, and I just feel like, the hard work and dedication that we all put in, it took a village to get him here. Our family collectively working together, and without his hard work and dedication, he wouldn't be here.
I think just the opportunity I was given in Minnesota was huge for my confidence. Just playing time, getting power play time, which I think is a huge part of my game, and I want to continue that moving forward, and I want to work on stuff like that because I think I have the offensive ability to make an impact at this level. I think it just drove my hunger even more. Now I got a taste. I want to be there forever. I'm excited to be with Minnesota. Job's not done yet. I got something to prove.
Chisholm back to his forehand.
Okay, Declan Chisholm, take one.
Oh. We're good.
Oh, see you, buddy. Are you on my team? Yeah. That's on camera, Cade.
Oh, Chisholm.
Yeah, it should be cool. You guys are gonna get a little FaceTime on there too. Minnesota Wild TV, I think. I don't know. I'm kneeling, I'm telling you, Kate. Nice. Thanks, boys. That was fun.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Put your foot in. No, we're getting signatures. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll sign some stuff for you
Yeah,
guys.
can you sign my stick?
Yeah. As long as your parents say it's okay. Yeah.
Mom. Are we allowed it on their jerseys?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.